Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Denver Nuggets. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello. And we've got David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. We could get a lot of points in a hurry here, Clark, as both of these squads love to shoot the three.
No question about it, Kevin. They let it fly from beyond the arc. And for me, that means this game is going to come down to which team can control the perimeter from a defensive standpoint. Nice find by Vandeweghe. Really good decision there.
Here's Tripucka. Connects from three-point range.
You do not want to let him get in a rhythm from out there.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to Milwaukee. English with no one around. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
It's tough to deny him those mid-range look. English is creative at getting to his spots and uses that high release point to convert.
No coverage that time.
Such a gifted offensive player. He can hurt you in a variety of ways. He's a headache for opposing defenses.
Vandeweghe misses. Knocked away and stolen by Dunn. Here's English, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. There's the three. Rebounded by Livingston. The Pistons on offense. Fires the three. Another three for Detroit.
You cannot expect Thomas to miss a guy that open. I mean, he's got such a great eye for spotting shooters ready to shoot.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Inside, here's Vandeweghe. And he banks in the layup.
You know, they'll be looking for more of that. An easy layup right there.
Always nice to get a few easy ones early in a game to build a rhythm.
Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And English, the bucket on the assist from Dunn. English has got his second basket.
Alex English using some deceptive strength right there to get that shot up and down through contact.
For Detroit, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Long pass to Tripucka. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm sure he's surprised that one didn't go down.
Well, he's not going to make every shot, but you expect him to make these.
A red-hot beginning to this game.
Well, he's a real good offensive player, so they want to get him going early.
Vandeweghe's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Using his quickness on the interior, that's Thomas's advantage.
First trip to the line for him here. He doesn't get the second one. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Down low, cuts off the pass. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Hey, this is why his teammates love playing with Tripucka. Excellent pass from him that time.
Here's English. And Denver again with the bucket. And you can tell, Clark, these teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, but I love the spirit I'm seeing and feeling out there, Kevin. Already 6 lead changes.
Lambeer, good.
You better hammer Lambeer if you want to stop him.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Dunn passes to Issel. Lays it up off the glass.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 1. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Never a good feeling to lose a game on the road, especially when it comes as a result of not putting forth the kind of effort you need to on defense.
You hit the nail on the head. Inexcusable defense, in my opinion. I'm sure Coach will let them all know about it after the game. He'll hit those if you leave that much room. Need to do a better job of closing out.
Here's Trapuka. And the rejection by English. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Vandeweghe. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Savvy decision by English with the ball. Getting it to a guy who has a better chance of scoring.
Pass to Lambeer. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And the jam by English.
Turning defense into emphatic offense.
And Clark, we might see a timeout coming up here.
For sure.
Yeah, that is the definition of a momentum play. His team is fired up right now.
A shot by Trapuka, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Williams. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Long for the 3. Here's Livingston, and he jams it with authority.
Excellent positioning from Livingston, inflicting major damage on the offensive boards.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Nuggets. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Pistons trail by 5. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by Vandeweghe. On offense, here are the Nuggets.
They really had their chances in that game. It's a close one.
And sometimes those can be the most frustrating losses, where you almost had it.
Sending it right back with authority.
He is such an asset, Clark, to his team on the glass. Wow.
Yeah, keeping the ball out of enemy hands and making sure they finish the play strong.
Hey, this is a rinse and repeat just like last game. He's had his fingerprints all over this one, looking totally dominant.
He realizes his strengths on offense and does a fantastic job playing to them and finding ways to stay hot.
Just unable to get into any kind of rhythm this quarter.
And that's the way it goes sometimes. But his team is doing what they can to try and get him going.
English's shot is good.
The thing that Alex English does best, score.
Detroit's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Trapuka passes to Tyler. The 3 from Johnson. Rebound by the Nuggets. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Vandeweghe. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Trapuka. The second chance effort, and the layup is good.
They don't hesitate when they get their opportunity to punch it inside.
English on the wing. And then English with the slam dunk.
We've seen this often from English. He makes taking over games appear second nature.
Holland, what a play, simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Saw that time on the clock and let that shot fly perfectly.
That is how you end the quarter. Gets it to go, and they are elated at the break.
And so it's Denver, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And there's the pass to Thomas. Cans it from downtown. Thomas got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pistons.
The pace Isaiah plays at can really challenge a defense. He gets the hot pass and has a shot up right away.
A shot by Issel, no good.
Well, we've seen him make this shot often with no defensive coverage. He's got to be kicking himself he didn't make that one.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, I tell you what, the fight and determination of Isaiah Thomas is contagious, infectious. He's excellent at staying with the play and then finishing through the foul. For a little guy, he plays a lot bigger.
The Pistons making a change here. Tolbert's checked in, and a switcher also for Denver. Williams, he's checked in for Carter.
And, you know, once again, the lead changes. It has been a tug-of-war all game long.
And it's a shame one of these teams will lose tonight. Both have played their hearts out.
Here's Benson. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Issel. Shoots from the line, and he hits the jump shot. Issel's got 6.
Despite his height, Issel's got this 15, 18-footer shot in his toolbox, adding another dimension to his game.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the second game of a back-to-back, coach, you know these guys are tired.
Sometimes it's even more mentally exhausting than physically exhausting. We'll see how tonight works out.
And the technical free throw is good. Outside Thomas. Johnson, that's for 2. Gets a very good look and converts. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nothing like setting someone up. Feels better than making a shot. To me, at least.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Williams for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Pistons have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Thomas kicks to Johnson. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Well, I tell you, his vision has been outstanding in this one, finding many opportunities to create for his team.
This is how you run an offense, moving the ball and rewarding ready shooters.
Here's Evans, and he uses the glass on the layup. Evans has got his first points of the game.
Tell you what, for a big fella, Issel has really good vision and pretty good ball skills, finding a teammate with a better shot than him and getting it to him on time.
Here's Tyler. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Nuggets trail by 3. Outside Williams. The 3. No good there.
Just absolutely tenacious, guys. He stuck right on him defensively, really bothered that shot.
Here's Tyler. Here's Johnson. And he lays it straight in. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit.
And how about the timing from him on the offensive glass? Positioning himself perfectly to capitalize.
Picked away. Outside Thomas over Williams. Thomas's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 5. Hanslick misses the 3.
Boy, they dodged one right there, didn't they?
Yeah, he won't miss a look that wide open very often.
Thomas. Here's Benson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Benson's got 7 points.
Let's credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Issel. And another miss by Denver. Detroit leading by 7. Johnson wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Detroit.
Helping to stretch the floor. He does a bit of everything for this team.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Boy, somebody needs to get these guys fired up so they attack the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and this led to way too many second chance shots.
It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Detroit, unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. The Nuggets trail by 10. Passes it to Vandeweghe. It's stolen. Here's Trapuka. They grab their own miss. Johnson down low. He's guarded by English. Offensive rebound. And at last, they get one to fall. 6 points for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass, pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second chance points.
1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. English outside. Pass to Vandeweghe. And it's good. Assisting on the play was English. English has got his third assist on the night. Williams with the steal. Vandeweghe passes to English. And the jam by English.
Boy, that was a nasty throwdown right there. This is exactly why you can't give English the position he wants.
Good on the shot.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the league. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
The pass to Vandeweghe. Takes a three. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
With a shooter of his talent, you have to do more defensively. Really chase him off his spots.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Here's Lambeer. Banked in off the glass. Lambeer's got 4 this quarter.
Following up on the play, Lambeer giving his all to make sure they convert.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Count the basket.
I'll tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
From T. Johnson. Second chance shot. Lambier's shot is off.
And the defense was ready for that. They know he's a threat at the rim and swarmed him on that layup.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Williams. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Rebound by the Nuggets. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And then English with the slam dunk.
Showing off some big-time athleticism and adding a little extra flair as well on that dunk.
Just like you, Clark, you used to say, hey, if you've got it, flaunt it. And you did.
Let it flow. Let it flow.
Well, thankfully, he made it. But I'm sure his coach would like a more cautious approach in that situation.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons ahead, up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Palace of Auburn Hill. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Alex English has been sensational.
He's been getting downhill, dissecting the defense off the dribble.
Yeah, they're having nightmares trying to stay in front of him in the first half.
Pistons leading by 4. Here's Trapuka. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Trapuka's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons. The Nugget shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. They get the rebound, English. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Right now, it's simply the second shots that are killing them. I mean, they've got to do a better job securing the miss after playing solid defense.
And it's so deflating giving up a score like that. Work hard to force a miss, and then it's all for nothing.
Unloads, and it's Denver scoring again.
The advanced skill set of Vandeweghe. When he gets on a roll, he can go all night.
Here's Thomas. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Livingston. Livingston's got 6.
Assertive move. You can tell this game's heating up.
English on the wing. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound, Detroit. Lambeer's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Tripucka. Again, the Pistons score.
This is how confident Tripucka is. Ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Vandeweghe. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Right now, he's their best option. You just got to keep feeding him the ball when he wants it.
Yeah, counting on an efficient scorer could be the path to closing the point gap.
Thinking about the young talent, Mike, that could join the NBA this year, Sam Perkins of North Carolina is a name that definitely stands out.
A collegiate champion like Perkins has instant appeal. He knows how to win big games and is a talented shooter and rebounder.
What's his best position, you think, Mike, in the NBA? If you were coaching him, where would you put him, or at least begin starting to put him?
It might depend who you have to go alongside of him, because you could play him at the power forward position if you have a talented center, or you may be forced to play him at the center position if you don't have a big man, and then you might go with a lesser power forward. I'd say the composition of the roster will have a lot to do with where Perkins plays.
Lot to think about. A shot by Tripucka, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Off target from outside. The Pistons have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Good release on Livingston's mid-range J, using a soft touch when he can't get inside.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And so English will bring it up for the Nuggets. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Issel.
Yeah, he works hard on the blocks. Issel will find the hoop.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Tripucka passes to Thomas. Three-pointer. Here's Long. Here's Livingston. Outside for Thomas. From the arc. Here's Lambeer, and finally that one's good. Lambeer's got 10 points in the game.
This is where Lambeer looks to score often. He's really an accomplished interior scorer.
Fires the 3. And English with the stuff.
Incredible effort on the glass.
How about that? He gets the rebound, and then the 2 points. Good for him.
And plays like that, they can rally your team.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. The Pistons making a change here. Benson's checked in. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Long. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Poor defense on the perimeter. Has to be better.
From the baseline. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from English. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 17. Here's Tripucka. They get it back. Benson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. He's got 9.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Vandeweghe. And the shot goes down.
Quick to capitalize. Vandeweghe sees the opening, does not hesitate.
Here is Thomas. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Here's Lambeer. Tries again. Issel grabs the board. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's English. That one good for 2. That's 28 points for Alex English.
Nice clean floater by English, sending his shot on a nice soft high arc to get it over the defense there.
Here's Long. No good on the 3. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Basket counts.
Fast break buckets, easy money, and they are very key to your success.
It's so tough scoring in this league. You run anytime you can.
Here's Thomas. Detroit, no good that time either.
His shooting has just dropped off in this quarter. He needs to rediscover his rhythm.
And now the Pistons, fast break. Lambeer's shot is off. A different look here for Detroit. Tyler comes in for Bill Laimbeer. And it's Johnson in for Isaiah Thomas. And Denver also making a switch. Evans is checked in. And here's English for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Johnson right side. Over Evans. And that one goes long. Denver's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
When English has the rock, he's looking to probe, go at the hoop, not settle for jump shots.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And the Pistons making a change here. Hollins is checked in. Pistons trail by 3. Johnson from outside. Here's Tyler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tyler's got 6.
Effort is a skill, and one he possesses in abundance.
Carter, the pass to Shades. Intercepted. And Trapuka gets it to go. Trapuka's got 7 now in this quarter. Here in the second half, Mike, this game is still very close.
An insane amount of lead change. The fans are certainly getting their money's worth.
Here's English. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Took the smaller defender to task inside. Great recognition of the mismatch.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And English no good on that one.
The offensive intelligence of English is pretty exceptional. This guy knows how to work the defense and find himself openings to score.
And they recover it.
Well, when you dominate the boards like they have, you're going to win lots of games.
You know, we say it a lot, and it's true. This league is about talent, but it's also about bringing effort on a consistent nightly basis.
And when he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
A shot by Trapuka, no good. English right side. Over Hollins. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Alex English. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Denver Nuggets. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll return shortly. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Williams for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
3 points.
Evans has got 6 assists now in the game.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Pistons. Yep, that one goes. 19 points for Isaiah Thomas.
With his first-rate handles, Thomas keeps the defense on their heels. That's why it's so difficult to defend his pull-up jumpers.
The Nuggets leading by 4. Pass to Evans. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The shot's good from Shades.
Taking full advantage of his height that time to get the shot off over the defense.
And even if you're right on him, that's a difficult shot to contest.
Passes it to Benson. And stolen by Williams. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up. Count it. English has got 39. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Denver's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And the shot goes in. Vandeweghe's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
The main thing Vandeweghe brings this team? Scoring. Put up numbers. And those 2 points help the cause.
Lets it go from the wing. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
You know, we see this a lot. Both teams running their game plans flawlessly. Players are so skilled and efficient at the offensive end.
Seems like neither of these teams can miss right now. I'm interested to see how long they're capable of keeping this up.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Detroit making a switch here. Long's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
I was able to listen in on what Doug Moe said to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Williams outside. Rebound by the Pistons. Benson's got 5 rebounds tonight to the wing right side. Here's Long. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
In a big moment, you go to your star, and that's what they did, and he delivers.
As a team, they have a lot of confidence in him taking those high-pressure shots, and he embraces the challenge.
Here's Vandeweghe. Detroit with the rebound. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. That bucket in no time at all. Thomas got 25 points in the game. Denver in the lead. Here's Vandeweghe. And the layup's good off the glass.
Vandeweghe knows how to fight through contact and still concentrate on getting the shot up.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. And Johnson now top of the key over Evans. Here's Tyler. Count that bucket.
A big-time play when it matters the most. He says, let me clean up this mess. And he did.
And you know who your Warriors are by the plays they make when it matters most.
And here is Williams. Here's the screen. Pass to Vandeweghe. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Vandeweghe's got 6 in the quarter.
Assertive play by Vandeweghe, taking the shot he can get.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Both teams deciding to change it up. Pistons trail by 3. There's the pass to Livingston. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
The big man, Livingston, establishing himself inside and going up with purpose.
To the left side wing. Here's Vandeweghe. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And, you know, that shot was challenged, but even so, I'm always surprised whenever he misses.
Yeah, had the space, but not that time.
So they take the lead. 27 points for him.
So aggressive in the open floor. Thomas proving how lethal he is in these situations.
Williams with a clean look. Good on the triple. Williams has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Nuggets. Clark coming down the stretch. It's still anybody's game.
Anybody's game is right. Incredible effort and energy on both sides. I know these guys have to be maxed out and gassed.
Here's Trapuka. Here's Lambeer. Here's Livingston. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Livingston's got the game tied up here for the Pistons. Nuggets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Fires for 3, and again Denver with the triple.
Going to the title game in college, Vandeweghe is used to these kind of big moments and big stages. Loves taking the huge shots.
Trapuka releases from the wing and drills it. Trapuka's got 11 points here in just the 2nd half. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Shoots a fader, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
When you need a bucket, English is the guy you look to.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Issel grabs the board. Issel's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. That one goes in. Now it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Down the stretch, when you need buckets, go to the guy who's gotten you this far.
Yeah, he's been relentless.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Trapuka. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Oh, they get it back. And it's denied.
There's that tenacity that Lambeer plays with. Phenomenal job coming up with the block.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Williams with the ball. It's English with the drive. And English with the stuff.
Not a big deal there for English. Doesn't even feel the pressure.
1:12 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Trapuka. Launches it. And another assist for him.
Exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Denver's shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. They get it again. English. Money!
Talking about much in the clutch. Great to see him come through right there.
Big-time shot for sure. That's got to help his confidence as well as his team's. Detroit's
gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Trapuka. And again, another assist.
Look at Trapuka using his frame to get into good, solid position.
To the middle. Here's English. The kick out to Williams. Dunn right side. The open shot by English. It counts.
This is why the D must stay up on English. He's thinking of shooting as soon as he touches it.
And here are the Pistons now.
You know, they've got to get a quick basket. They need to get busy in a hurry.
Score and then foul to stop the clock. And the defense has to know where he is at all times. There's simply no excuse letting him get this wide open from deep.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Goes back up. Coach, an excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
They want to extend this game. That's why they did what they did there.
Yeah, so they had to foul there. Need a little luck now.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. To tie it up. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, when the stakes are at their highest, Thomas is at his best, ready to make plays.
Denver calls timeout. Williams dishes to English. This is it to Vandeweghe. There's the triple. No good from three-point territory. And here's a timeout now from Emmanuel Barnett. For the win. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment here at the Palace of Auburn Hill. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. To the paint, 11 feet away. He got it again. Sensational.
Love seeing this kind of interior passing. This is how you break a defense down.
Here's Thomas. Second shot opportunity. Here's Lambeer. Pass to Trapuka. Here's Livingston. Here's Lambeer. It's deflected.
Pure defensive awareness from this one. He reads the shot, knows it's coming, and gets a hand on it.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, Thomas can score from all over the floor. Big shot that time.
The pass to Williams. Here's Vandeweghe. Here's Issel. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
That is a big one from Dan Issel. Loves to be in the middle of things when it matters most.
Another possession, another assist.
Tell you what, until they force him off the line, they'll just keep launching it from there. I love the aggression he's showing.
As long as he keeps making his threes, there's no reason for him to change his approach. Make the defense adjust.
Pass to Vandeweghe. Fires from deep. Another shot. The shot, no good. Nice D from Lambeer. Here's Thomas. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
When Thomas finds his offense, he's deadly, because he knows how effective he is when he maintains his aggressiveness.
Here's Vandeweghe. And it's off from three-point range. Detroit leading by 3. Here's English. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that could be the game-changing moment, folks.
Wow, what a turn of events.
Yeah, if anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, it may have been right there.
Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by Lambeer. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from three-point range since the end of regulation. Pistons passing it around. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And it's Williams with the ball for Denver. Passes to English. Out to the right wing. Here's Vandeweghe. Here's Dunn. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 51 seconds left in overtime. And the Nuggets making a change here. Here's English. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play. Executed beautifully, too.
Clark, this possession could decide the game.
Gotta be smart with the pumpkin here.
And another assist.
Look at the touch on Trapuka's jumper. He puts just enough power behind it.
Stolen by Thomas. And so they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
Here's Trapuka. Good, and it's Lambeer with the assist that time. And now a 7-point Piston lead. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Puts it up from 17. Here's Issel. Rebounded by the Pistons. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Trapuka. Another possession, another assist.
They have shown up at just the right time, putting the finishing touches on this game.
This run absolutely closes the door on any chance of a surprise ending. That'll do it.
English's shot is good.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment, and somehow still got it to go.
Nuggets foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9.
Don't be fooled by his size and that smile. Thomas is as tough as nails and as feisty a competitor as you'll see.
He did enough to put this one away. Hard-fought battle, though.
And so it's Detroit with the W. Of course, they didn't make it easy for themselves, but they find a way to come through in overtime.
Both teams wanted this one badly, but in the end, they were just a little bit better.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.